Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, your Brandon God and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who runs up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, it will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall cornerbacks, they get 6'5".
I liked what his head coach told us about him this week. That no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assert at our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
They go play action here on first down. But he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We got to give him some love.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Pretty good run in there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. 17 yards and a giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But that's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
All right. Come on. Now Jones on first down, incomplete. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. You only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Double, this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you just a whole lot of guy.
He is in well pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D Ford, they're there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time. It's Tevin Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there gets a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play, and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Describe that one. I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Here we go. Little play fake. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 30 yards. As those guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Ronnie Gold on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to launch this thing right at. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, but everybody got caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones now from the downhill throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram with his tight end. They'll get 9 yards. That sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just what he used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through it.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. After one, 7-3 to score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Open man Samuel complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. He got one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to it. Don't need the distance, but maybe you can pay things off after a big effort.
Here we go. There's Garoppolo to throw. It's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass in his 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now goal for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, Parker, especially in the second half, if you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 27, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into flooding on territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You say pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. That one caught by Ellison. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jones operating from the gun. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime. Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right to 34 here.
Here we go.
Garoppolo throw up 31. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Garoppolo the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Again, that throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo, 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gold to have the extra point. And it's 21-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think to play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Over the time looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. There's Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. It's a game of 11 and the Giant first down.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. That's what he did after the catch.
Hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. He's going with a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and then we'll get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. They'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got there? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, his nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
And it's been a big highlight day for him. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
And I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Oh, here we go.
On first down, Coleman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Giving 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him having a block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Came out of power set, that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking from the gun, Garoppolo. His throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how high he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
To me, the defense is a little gassed near the end of the 1st half, but they come out of the locker room a little extra in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that what he was hoping for there is this a hit in the end zone for a touchdown. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you're not going to just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Russell Shepard, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
But you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on the punt for New York. It'll be another 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Niners are going offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this run?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle over the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Blitz coming and down he goes. Marcus Golden coming in hard here on the blitz and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. A gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down, but his run worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Rush coming in, taken down. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack resulted.
Now following the sack, they look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Golden now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brad, this is clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
His drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you go this late, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York set to take the field. These guys had a punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive you deserve to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jones to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. That brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8 on the draw. This is Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way to football. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give them a little dap, then a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He gets his target. It's the tight end, Tornado. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 or the 6. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The dump-off gets them only 1, and now you're looking at the 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And they can get on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken as 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's hauled in by Shepard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Jones. He finds an opening past the 30 and takes down. The end result, 21 yards. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
You have it. Not just a winner, 27-3. But end the stream. And see you tomorrow from the live stream. Please like and subscribe. And see you tomorrow. Have a great night.